Welcome to Subnautica Below Zero, a new game by Unknown Worlds, same developer as Subnautica. Below Zero is available right now in early access on Steam for around about £15, and it is going to be full of bugs because it is early access, and all early access games are full of bugs. I haven't found one yet that isn't. However, given the performance of that developer on the original Subnautica, I'd say they're a pretty good bet that they will sort any problems out, and we should be okay to go. So, what is Subnautica Below Zero? Well, it's on the same planet as Subnautica, but you're an entirely different person called Robin, who, unlike Subnautica, doesn't get blown up out of a space ship and crash into a giant crater in the middle of the ocean. No, we're in an Arctic region on the planet. Why don't we get started and let's see what the gameplay is like as it comes out of as it comes into early access for the first time. Play, start a new game, survival, and I'll see you down there.
Different, but we go together.
Okay, so the Emperor is a sort of alien character from the first game, saying we go different but we go together. Never the most common sense character in the world. In any case, press any button to continue. And here we are. We're starting off in our quarters. We get a bed and lots of other things. This is sort of very, very reminiscent of the kind of environment that you end up with at the end of Subnautica, the first game. You have a nice base, you have lots of furniture, useful stuff around. In this case, however, we don't really have much to interact with here, so let's head on out and let's see where we got to go to. So, you'll see we're not underwater, we are in an Arctic region. At least for the moment. I'm sure that will change. Let's just see if there's anything interactable in here. I doubt there will be. We'll just have to go outside. And the Vespa is a space station. So this is temporary art, clearly. I assume so, unless someone's actually just unmonted a Microsoft Paint on the planet. But yes, there is a space station involved. And, ooh, we have what looks like the prawn suit arms, kind of robotic arms. The reactor. Can't remember if that's a bioreactor or a fusion reactor. Either way. We should have snacks on here. We really should. And then we got to go outside, I think. Yeah, here's one of the crafting stations. So let's head outside. Prawn suits. They're back. Good. I like the prawn suits, once they have upgrades, that is. Don't see any sign of the sea moth yet, but we'll get there.
Station 0, this is Vesper. Come in.
Hi, Sam.
We lost contact with Jeffries up at the research site.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Understood?
You know, the formal bit's cute, but we've shared a room. Would it kill your career to act like we'd met before?
Robin, you know these conversations are monitored.
I don't care who knows it's cute. I've been here 2 weeks, we've hardly spoken.
Because you went straight to the planet. Find Jeffries, chat later.
Yes, Mom.
Okay, so clearly Robin has a sister Sam, and she's up on the space station, I assume. So we're down here, and we should go for a bit of an explore. So we're going to head up there. Wow. Okay. We're going to head up the hill and see what we've got at the top. Green stuff generally means alien in Subnautica. Nothing to interact with. All we need to get some atmospheric change. And let's head on through to the other side. See? Green, alien. Just one of those things. Just happens. Let's probably pass your way through there, but let's just see if there's anything to interact with here first. Doesn't look like it. It is going to be the intro sequence after all.
Access denied. Further efforts will be denied forcefully.
Okay.
How'd you know my name? I come in peace. Sam, the building just powered up. It spoke to me.
Are you safe? It's never done that before.
I'm fine. No sign of Jeffries.
I've got an electrical storm on the sensors.
I think it's already here.
That cavern isn't stable. I want you to get back to...
Sam? Damn it!
Okay, so let's see what's in this data pad. I don't suppose there's a combination in here, is there? Work documents? Nope. Okay. Because there appears to be a combination pad over there. It's a tablet. We don't have a tablet yet. And a combination pad. Well, that information is normally found in PDAs all over the place in the Subnautica game. And we get a coffee box. I want one of those in real life. That's quite nice. I don't really like coffee all that much, but if I could vend tea, I'd be much more impressed. Okay, now we'll head out this other passageway and hopefully find something this way. Just one minor side note just for the developers. They shared a womb, but the profile for Robin is age 37 and Sam is age 48. That's a heck of a time waiting inside a womb for the other one to turn up. Just saying. Just saying slightly. Okay, so when we try to exit the cavern again, we're gonna get some problems. Yep. Is that a way out, though? A different way out? Looks like it. Yep. This is back there on the original path. By the way, that other cavern exit didn't go anywhere that I saw, so we have this way out. And let's head back to see if we can get towards the base, I would assume. Is there anything else out here? Well, I guess we're going down and following the river. Frozen river, but river nonetheless. And there we go. I'd assume the base is this way. Yep, there it is. And of course, nothing's going to happen to that base. It's going to be perfectly fine, and we can live out there for the rest. Bit of an avalanche. Quite a quiet avalanche, I found. But oh. Okay, so that's new. Yeah, I guess we better try and get down there. And of course, everything's going to be just fine. We're not going to fall into horrible water. Well, okay. And we're underwater. This is Subnautica. I did tell you about this.
Your environment is no longer safe, and your PDA has rebooted in emergency mode. Be advised, high wind speeds will cause lethal exposure in 4 minutes.
Okay, so we got 4 minutes before high wind speeds will cause lethal exposure. Even though we seem to be getting up the start of the day in a wetsuit. So, yeah, we have diving equipment already. Even though we're on a frozen planet, we're just that well prepared. Okay, and we need to get some air, obviously. And that's going to become a bit of a problem. Unless that gives me air. Finish oxygen from plants. Yep, there we go. And we'll swim through to the other side. Please be somewhere near, somewhere habitable. That would be nice. Well, we'll get some oxygen, but I don't think we can get up there, so keep going. And open ocean. There we go. Now all I need is a safe environment. Maybe some kind of little underwater base near here to get started with, something along those kind of lines. Yeah, I'll continue exploring and see what we find.
I'm out in open water.
Stay where you are. I'm sending a rescue shuttle.
No, I'm okay. I just need shelter.
Fine, I'm sending a temporary habitat instead. Look up.
It's grey.
Thank you, Sam.
Call me when you get there.
It's snowing. Where's my habitat? Are we getting an escape pod? Like in the first game? Still don't see anything. Oh, wait a second. That looks interesting. Okay, so we now have an icon saying the habitat is this way. I didn't see it come down. Maybe that's just temporary, and we'll probably see a more fleshed out thing as the thing gets closer to actually being finished. But we have a habitat. It's tiny, but it has a door. And there we go.
Blueprint acquired.
So,
Sam, I'm at the habitat. Any word on Jeffries?
Nothing yet.
And the facility? It said my name. I need to know why.
I know. Make something to eat. Get equipped. I'll have answers by then.
Will do.
okay, so we've got a fabricator just like we did in the first game. And that doesn't mean that we can gather some basic resources and then make ourselves some food. Looks fairly straightforward in terms of the difference between this and the first game, although that didn't exist. The ribbon plant, we definitely didn't have that as an ingredient. Ingredient, O2 tank, titanium fiber mesh, that looks pretty standard. Fins for swim around faster, first aid kits, and then we've got a scanner to pick up extra recipes for things, flashlight I never really used, survival knife, etc. And deployables just being a locker. So we're going to need some food first of all, and the usual way of doing that is just going and gathering some friendly plants. Friendly trees? This isn't Bob Ross. Anyway, I'm off to find some food first. So I picked up a couple, one which looks very, very familiar, which is this. It was, if I remember, an item to generate water. So filtered water from a bladderfish. There we go. And the other one is a new type of fish, but that is a cooked hoop fish. Never eat the antenna, apparently. And let's see if we can refill our food gauge with that. So let's have a look in my PDA. And let's just bind those two slots. And how much nutrition does this give us? About a quarter of a wheel. And this refills our water completely. So yeah, we can grab some fish to get started with. There's another bladderfish, and we can get water. Later, of course, we should be able to get salination going and basically getting salt and water out of that. But for the meantime, I can go and grab some more food. So out here underneath the ocean, I don't have a light yet, unfortunately. I don't think. No, I don't have a light yet, but I just wanted to show you a couple of things. First of all, the boxes for blueprints have been updated since the first game. This is what they look like now, it seems. Graviton fragment. We'll need the scanner to actually get those, so I can't really do anything with those just yet. Is that a ribbon plant, though? It is.
Oxygen.
Ah, oxygen. And that's why we need another... There we go. That's why we need another O2 tank pretty quick. So yes, this we got some storage around some here as well. Yeah, there we go. So small plant containing acidic fluid there for batteries. Whoops. I always get escape and tab mixed up in this game, but tab to get to your PDA, escape gets to the menu, of course. Okay, I'm going to gather some other basic resources, titanium, whatever I need for fiber, etc. We want to get a knife and we want to get a scanner pretty soon, but we'll see what we come up with. Now, while I don't have a compass to show you this, if you line up your module with, say, the top of the mountain, the left mountain, yeah, the left mountain, and head backwards a little bit, 160 meters or so, and look straight down, well, at least if it's following my world, you'll see some Creepvine, and we need this Creepvine, or specifically the seed clusters, to be able to do anything else. Yep, so gather a few of those, I'd say 4, at least, to get started. We also need some Creepvine sample itself, which means actually getting a knife first. And we can just cut some free on the Creepvine itself once we get to that point. But for now, I need to head back. Also, while we're out here, you're going to want to just...
Uploaded to PDA.
Okay, yeah, welcome back to Signals.
I'm cold, I lost all my gear, and I'm no wiser to what's going on. But I'm alive.
I can't authorize another drop. Hold on. There's an emergency cache. Hasn't been touched since the scouts landed 6 months ago. Could be useful.
Send me the coords.
On your HUD.
Okay, so a signal will lead us to a place where we can get some loot. However, in my case, I actually want some other stuff first. We want that knife if possible. We need silicone rubber. Can we make silicone rubber? We can. And then we just need to be able to make... I want fins. Well, I do want fins, but silicone rubber and titanium. Titanium you can pick up from the sea floor in ore clusters. And they look identical to the first game, so now we should be able to make our knife. There we go, one survival knife. Much easier to break ore clusters from that point onwards, and we'll be able to make other stuff as well. Silicone rubber, I'm going to get another set. Because I also want those fins. They'd be always kind of nice. The O2 tank would be even better, but I need fiber mesh for that. And fiber mesh, I need creepvine samples for, so we can go for that signal, but we can also go back to the creepvine, which, as I said, just line up this with the left mountain. Yeah, and turn around and keep going that way. And you should see creepvine right ahead of you. Again, unless they've randomized the seed per person. I'm not sure if they have or not, but we should be able to then just gather some creepvine. Yep. I'll take 4. And we'll use that creepvine sample to get us, hopefully, an O2 tank. And then we shouldn't need to come up for air quite as often. And here we are, apart from fish hitting the outside of our, or whatever, I assume they're fish hitting the outside. We can make some fiber mesh now. And then we can turn that into equipment, specifically another O2 tank. There we go, and we've unlocked a beacon. Also, the first aid kit seems to also be made from that fiber mesh. We don't have, in this particular... Is there anything out there? In this particular game, we don't have like a regenerating health pack unit on the wall, at least not yet. So that's something to think about. You could sort of get to infinite first aid packs in the first game. Maybe they changed that for a design reason. Seems like a sensible thing to do, because it was a bit odd that you could get infinite stuff. What else do we actually want to do here? Is there anything else I can actually get? Equipment. Pipe and floating air pump. Don't care for any of that. I do want the scanner. That needs a battery and some titanium. Can make a battery, I think. We just need to get some stuff. So, a couple of you and 1 copper. These ribbon plants seem to take the place of mushrooms in the first game. They let us make batteries, basically. Therefore, with 1 battery. And then we want some titanium. Do I have any titanium on me? No. Need 1 titanium. Just 1 piece. And the other thing is, because we don't have the destruction of a ship, we don't find big pieces of metal scraps everywhere on the seafloor, at least not at the moment. So, yeah, you have to kind of break apart ore clusters. So, that's all fine. Tools. And you don't require, it seems you also don't require to, or you're not required to make titanium ore into titanium ingots or anything like that. Just use titanium for this, which is okay for starting. And get a scanner. There we go. Repair tool will be useful once we find a source of crystalline sulfur. We can make the other stuff. Flashlight, I'm not too concerned about. Pathfinder tool, interesting. Okay, that's a way to find a way back. And then air bladder. Yeah, not too much concern about that. Okay, so let's exit. We found that signal. It's going heading that way. But before we go over there, we can scan various different pieces. Now, I don't really need a grav trap. But there are other objects around that we definitely do want. For example, this one. This is a sea glide fragment. 1 of 3. As soon as we find 3 of those, we'll be able to make sea glide in our little home away from home, little sea bubble. And that will be much better for us. As you can see, well, there's a limestone chunk. And we get more titanium. Did we find any more sea glide anywhere? Ooh, some copper ore. And I don't see any more fragments down here. How's it looking for you guys? Maybe it's a little bit too dark here for you to see. But another sea glide fragment. If it is a little bit too dark, I'll try and bring up the brightness, but I may well need the flashlight to do that, I think. Or at least to do it in game without washing out the colour. And is that the sea glide? Another sea glide? Oh, need to go up to the surface. And here's the other problem with, yeah, below zero, is that there could be ice on the surface, and the ice on the surface could have problems for getting some air when you need it. So yeah, a bit of an obstacle. And then there's the third sea glide fragment. And we've got the sea glide itself. So let's go, before we get to the signal, let's go and see how much that actually costs to make. And here's the recipe. It's not too terrible, actually. There's battery, lubricant, copper wire, and titanium. So, lubricant we can make. A battery, presumably, we can make as well. We just need a couple more of our friendly ribbon plants. We've got some copper ore already, so the battery can be made. And then what else did we need? We needed copper wire. Can we make copper wire yet? I didn't. Oh, hang on. Should be here. Copper ore times 2. Yeah, we can. 1, 2. Okay. Copper wire. And that should give us our first sea glide. Great! This thing's amazing. And we probably also want to make more batteries, so we're going to need more of those ribbon plants. But for now, we've got a sea glide, which means I should be able to, yep, head around a lot faster than I could with just the fins. And here's the supply cache. It's underneath the ice, so yeah, that's quite important. And it looks like one of our nice little data boxes. High capacity O2 tank. Very, very nice.
Acquired.
Okay, that will be useful. And I'm going to head back and just pick up some quartz on the way, it seems. Before my air runs out, ideally. But, ooh, salt. Is that salt? It is salt. Okay, good. Get some more from over here. And head back. And it looks like we can't make that just yet because it requires, I want to say silver. Yeah, glass we can make, that's just the quartz, so 4 quartz would make 2 glass. Titanium is straightforward. Standard O2 tank, well, we've already got one of those. And the last one is silver ore, which I haven't seen yet. So yeah, there's our standard O2 tank. 36 of oxygen on top of what we already have, so we can upgrade that once we've found some silver. Okay, crystalline sulfur is still in the game, and it still comes from the same things. That being the crystalline, what are they called? They're sort of the creatures that pop out of a little pod and they run at you and try to explode. Yeah, they're still in the game and you can still get them the same way. So I wouldn't say much more than that. But yeah, it was right here in this particular case. See it right there? Yeah, they're a little bit, yeah, vicious. Let's put it that way. And I think I'm probably going to need to go deeper in order to find silver. We're still finding lots of limestone outcrops, and yeah, it's not really going to cut it to actually get silver ore.
Passing 100 meters.
Yeah.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
And we'll need the high capacity one to actually make that any better. Still limestone though, and that may mean...
30 seconds.
Yeah. I know it's 30 seconds, I know. And we may have to go somewhere else to find the silver. But I need to explore. That is one of the parts of the game. Is that the same cache? I don't think that may... Oh, God, we gotta go to the surface. 4, 3. Oh, that's not good. Please don't die. Please don't die. It's fine. It's getting dark. It's getting dark. Oh, no, we're fine. Yeah. Yeah, there is another data box down there. Why don't we go and have a look what's in that one? Now I've got some air. Okay, there it is. And what do you have in you? Nothing? Or maybe that's just not implemented yet. In any case, well, we can continue exploring. Yep, and I did find some silver. Oh, we've got to try and get to the surface again, but it is fairly far down, so you may have a problem getting there and getting back up safely. Oh no, it's going dark. No. So if you die, you may lose some of the things you've picked up. However, I didn't lose my silver ore. Everything is okay. At least for me. Yeah, I did die there. Anyway, let's see if we can craft that high capacity O2 tank. Yep, so we just need 2 glass, 4 titanium, and some silver ore. So, 1, 2, 3, 4 quartz. Let's just get 4 titanium. I've actually got some glass already, so I don't need to produce 1. It's 1 glass. And then equipment. We need the O2 tank, so I need to probably take it out of its slot. There we go. Now, I think that previously was a maximum of 70, and it's now up to 135. So much better breathing. Should be easier for us to get down towards that area where that silver ore was. But pretty good to get started. Now, I did get another transmission in the meantime. That transmission should lead us towards another, well, because of cache area, I assume. There we go. I've got to lead an alien sanctuary in the Twisty Bridges, 200 meters down. And we want to go back to the research site, and they say no, boss's orders. And yeah, so the files are on a data bank, and if we want to go and find them, well, I guess we need to go there. So, alien research site 0, no. Codes and clues. Sanctuary 0, location data. Can I do anything with that? It'd be nice if I can mark that up. In the Twisty Bridges. Is that going to show up? Emergency supply cache? Don't really need that. It would be nice if I could see the other thing. Well, we'll leave that probably for the next episode, because we just want to get some basics of this episode, so we'll get to that alien station soon enough. Usually with alien stations, you tend to need tablets to open up doors, and we don't have any of those either yet. What else do we want in our inventory? Is there anything else in that, in our fabricator? Yeah, I need to upgrade. And yes, there was something that I actually needed to get, and that's a couple more silver ore. But now that we have the high capacity O2 tank, it's a lot easier to actually get that and head back to our base. We are running out of power, but I did create another battery which you can swap on the fly. Definitely worth doing so. In Subnautica, you always want reserve batteries whenever you can. And yeah, our power is down to 23% now, but we should have enough to get this last item for the episode. And that last item is going to be a rebreather. It'll just help when we're diving deep, about recycling the oxygen, etc, etc. And I think it sort of stops you from using the oxygen quite as quickly. Otherwise, you start to do that. But let's go and have a look and go and craft it. It's kind of beautiful. Hopefully it's not too dark on YouTube, but it can be a little bit darker than normal, so we'll have to take a look for future episodes. Here we go. So resources, electronics, wiring kit. That's the thing we needed the 2 silver ore for. Then in personal, equipment, rebreather, so we need fiber mesh. I think I've got some of that. There we go. Yep, fiber mesh. And plenty of other ingredients, including lead. Pick some of that up down there as well. Personal, equipment, rebreather. And there we go. And that probably will be automatically equipped. Yes, it is. Yep, conserves oxygen when diving deeper, absorbs and recycles CO2 into breathable air. Okay. So we've got a full set of, well, not a full set, but we've got fins, we've got high capacity O2 tank, and we've got a rebreather, all in episode 1. And that brings this first episode of Subnautica Below Zero to a halt. We need to sort of finish off here for around about 30 minutes of action per episode. Yep, and I quite like it so far. It's quite different. You don't have the Aurora to go and find, but maybe we'll have some more of those alien structures and more Emperors for like the first game. We'll see in future episodes. If you've liked the episode, feel free to give it a thumbs up. Recommend it to other people, of course. Feel free to subscribe and leave comments below if you've got any questions. Otherwise, as I said before, it's early access. It's available on Steam now. It's about £15. I get no kickbacks. I paid 15 quid myself. This isn't a free key or anything like that, as normal in my playthroughs. So, I'll see you next time for some more Subnautica. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.